Hey, I'm Nick Bio, welcome to Bucket News for Tuesday, the 22nd of November. Today on the show, the best fans get no recognition, and someone turned my dreams into reality. The best fans, like you guys, who we will never acknowledge. Sith who? Pink what? Ben who's it? Binary who? Jolly thing? Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, the Game Awards has removed a couple of Ninty fan games from the show. The Best Fan Creation category is designed to highlight the best mods and unofficial games that talented community members have whipped up. When the nominees for this year's Game Awards were first announced, the list included Pokemon Uranium and Metroid 2 Remaster AM2R. However, these games are now mysteriously missing from the nominees list. And although the games didn't have a lot in common, they were identical where it counts. They were stepping on Ninty's toes. Both games were taken offline shortly after launch as Nintendo issued DMCA strikes for the obvious copyright infringement. At this point, there's no indication that Nintendo had anything to do with getting the games removed from the Game Awards, as neither they nor Jeff Keighley have made a statement. The one person who has spoken out is one of the creators of Pokemon Uranium, who expressed disappointment that the team was no longer in the running. It's a crappy situation. For Nintendo, they can't just let one of these games win because then it just encourages other people to make knockoff games. And then for the developers, it sucks that they won't get recognized for the joy they brought gamers all across the globe. No one wins, except for Keighley, making mad bank. The only two games left in the Best Fan Creation category are Brutal Doom 64 and the popular Skyrim mod Enderal Shards of Order. The winner out of these two titans will be decided at the Game Awards on the 1st of December. Moving on, and Adrift is dead in the water for Xbox One. Well, dead in space. No water in space, anyway. This information comes through Twitter, where the game's creator Adam Orth, in response to a fan query, just casually dropped that the Xbox One port has been cancelled. There's been no official statement from developer 310. So on behalf of the development team, allow me to make an official statement. Soz guys, making games is just too hard, so we didn't. Bye-bye. It's just that simple. See, keeping your customers informed should be a principle you uphold with unwavering conviction, like brushing your teeth or keeping your street date. What's that? Final Fantasy broke street date? In select regions, box copies of Final Fantasy 15 made their way into the hands of consumers. A number of streams have popped up, and there are spoiler-laden videos flooding YouTube. Game director Hajime Tabata issued a statement. Listen and learn, Orth! One of the major goals of Final Fantasy 15 is for everyone to enjoy the story and to discover the surprises together through the simultaneous worldwide release. Due to these recent events, videos with unexpected spoilers could potentially be posted online. So we would like to warn everyone who has been waiting in anticipation for this game. Basically, stop Googling Final Fantasy 15. It's out on the 29th of November, just sit on your hands until then. And look, you've been sitting on your hands for 10 years anyway, so your fingers probably can't even use a keyboard anymore. Finally, a few update announcements. Rolling out today is the latest update for Guild Wars 2. A Crack in the Ice is the third episode of the third season of the Living World event as part of the Heart of Thorns expansion. So apparently there's been quite a lot of these. The update brings with it a new part of the Living World narrative, as well as a new 5-player Fractal of the Mist's Tower called Nightmare. And from nightmares to dreamscapes. The Witness has received a PS4 hat compatibility update today. It adds HDR support, and people with a 1080p TV will now be able to play the game at 60 FPS at a native 1080p rather than the 900p upscale of the standard PS4. Plus, 4K TV owners can play native 4K at 30 FPS or 1440p upscale at 60. I'm sorry to people who just got confused by all that. Just know that the bigger the number, the cooler you will sound at very specific parties. Nerd parties that you probably weren't invited to anyway. I'm going. Uncharted 4 will be getting a multiplayer update next month to bring in a wave-based survival mode. The best part of the Uncharted series! Up to 3 human players can tackle 50 waves of shoreline mercenaries when the patch rolls out in mid-December. And here's one for all you car football experts out there. Rocket League's next update has been announced, and the big feature is customizable training. According to developer Psyonix, the feature will allow players to build and share their own training sequences within the community. An advanced training mode will also allow pro players to hone their particular set of skills until they reach Ascension, abandoning their human forms to become Icy Mind Racer. And from okay games to great ones, it's time for Thing of the Day. $10, Mario, what you paying?
If it comes with overalls. If it comes with overalls. If it comes with overalls. If it comes with overalls.
Everything's fine. Very calm. Thing of the Day. Director Wu has brought Hearthstone to life in his latest video. Peter says it perfectly captures how lame the Warcraft lore really is. Nick says he's sorry Pete doesn't have room for any joy in his black, disgusting little heart. We both agree the effects are pretty cool though.
If it comes with overalls. If it comes with overalls. If it comes with overalls. If it comes with overalls.
Everything's fine. Very calm. Thing of the Day. That is it for Pocket News today. My Pocketeers this afternoon on the Pocket YouTube channel. I check out Planet Coaster and blow my budget on Paths. Also, don't forget that the Good Game Name the Game competition that we're running ends Friday. To win a mystery box of prizes, you must submit a short, fun, creative, and sexy. Sexy is important. Oh no, it's not. Oh, no, there's a sort of complicated button mechanism here. You get that. Anyway, just enter a video which asks the question, did you name the game for this week? All the competition details are in the description below. And don't forget the Good Game, of course, is on tonight with reviews of Dishonored 2 and Watch Dogs 2, 8:30 p.m. on ABC 2. It's a sequel special. Are you a sequel? Let the Pocketeers know in the Facebook group and Steam group, and invite your older sibling to join as well. There are links for everything I just said in the description below, except for the part about your older sibling. Today's Thing of the Day was made by John Moore. If you've made a thing, please send it in like Maury did. Until we next assemble, my Pocketeers, Nick Boy out. Mwah, 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 mwah. And scene. Will the 4th episode of Batman the Telltale series be the soothing balm you need? If last episode is any indication, all signs point to a sexy yes. Okay, now I'm very uncomfortable doing this on a live stream. Oh god, he's still wearing the bat butt! He's still wearing the bat butt!